This episode of Scam School brought to you by GoDaddy.com. Welcome to the show that learned it from you, Dad. Learned it from watching you. Scam School, the only show dedicated to social engineering at the bar and on the street. I'm your host, Brian Brushwood, and today, another unbeatable puzzle. As you know, here at Scam School, we teach that you never tell the secret. You sell the secret, and the secret to this puzzle is well worth the cost of a free drink. It's a little thing we call the heist. We're gonna do a little puzzle here. It's got a really great solution, but it's my puzzle. I'm gonna set up my rules. I'm gonna make it interesting for you guys. Okay. We're gonna have a reward. We're gonna have the treasure of the ancients, Mr. Abraham Lincoln, spared no expense. And I'm gonna hide him inside a safe here, right? All right. Okay. Now your goal is to grab Abe, but the rules are I'm gonna set up a little trap here. All right. I'm gonna set up a trap. And I want you to imagine this is an alarm system, right? Okay. And the alarm system goes off the moment that match drops off. This thing goes whoop, 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 and I give you the finger and I take my 5. All right?
All right.
You can use whatever other crap got laying around, but you can only touch one glass, and you can't set off the alarm. Within those rules, can you get the 5?
Huh. I'm gonna have to have a drink here. All right. So we can only touch one glass.
You can only touch one glass.
In order to get the 5.
In order to get the 5. But don't forget the alarm system.
Right. No,
it's a very complicated alarm system.
Okay. What are you thinking? I think
it's a trick.
Well, yeah. I'm kind of thinking the same thing too. Okay.
Try some things that you think might work, and then if it fails, we'll reset it.
Okay. So again, I'm just amazed by this principle of the alarm system.
Yes, it is a very advanced alarm system.
So what if it falls on something else?
Well, it's not that the ground is electrified, and that when it hits the ground it triggers it. It's like the moment it drops off.
I'm fascinated, and I want to know what the answer is.
You want to know what the answer is?
I do.
Now here's the question. How badly do you want to know the answer?
Pretty damn badly.
Well, because it appears something's wrong with my tasty beverage.
If we got this man another beverage.
If only there was more truth serum. Are you giving me your drink?
I'd like to give
Is
him
this a gin and
drink.
tonic? Oh my gosh, can we get this? Officially, you're giving me your drink. My gin and tonic now. Oh, okay, so we're there.
Can we have our $5 now?
You ready for this? We're not going to set up the alarm system.
All right.
Watch this. This is my Indiana Jones impression here.
Ah.
I was close, so I was thinking if I burned it up.
Ah. All right.
Now here's a couple of subtleties on this. Part of what makes it work is that there needs to be enough surface area for this thing, like in the brief moment when it's burning and it turns into liquefied whatever, it needs to have a lot of surface area touching it. So the fact that it's a curved surface is working against you.
Okay.
So and this is a curved surface as well.
Right.
So to kind of maximize the contact area, whatever match, and make sure you use those big-headed strike anywhere matches.
Yeah.
And you want to keep pounding it so that you get a flat head. I don't know if we can get it super close on that. Are you able to? It's flatter on that side, and that'll maximize the contact area right there. There you go. It'll maximize the contact area there. And what'll happen is it's also a timing thing. When you light this match, when you do reveal it, you'll want to practice this a few times at home. But first of all, you're going to hold this flame close to the glass side so that it
Right.
warms up the glass a little bit as well.
Got it.
And it's a timing thing. It's going to do the flash. It's going to start at the outside and work its way in. The moment the flame is almost touching the glass, that's when you blow it out like this.
All right.
And you'll be able to see.
That's
All right,
cool.
now I'm going to back this away. And then when you do, you got to handle it very, very gently in order to not let it fall, and you lift it up. So the first off, you do have to do a little bit of practice to get the moves down on getting it to stick.
Yeah.
But the second thing is phrasing the riddle as fair as you can. I would guess that after enough tries, you'd be more than happy to buy a drink to the guy who would give you the answer to that riddle. I think it's a pretty good riddle. Thank you
There
very
you
much,
go.
Sky. Thank you very much, Anthony. You guys were fantastic.
No problem.
Very good sports. And you know what? There, that is for here. I will give you. That's your ransom. A well-deserved beer. That's right. You know what? You know what? You guys were so cool. I will. You get the king's ransom for your fine chivalrous performance. Now, if there's a problem with this puzzle, it's that the answer's too clever. It comes out of nowhere, and people feel like there's no way they could have seen it coming. So make sure to set up the answer appropriately. Make sure that you lay everything out right in front of them. Make it clear that it's not about the match hitting the table. It's about the match losing contact with the pint glass. As somebody on the forums pointed out, the secret to a good scam or a good puzzle is that everything should be right in front of your face, and only when it's over do you realize you should have known the entire time. So set up your phrasing carefully. Speaking of which, if you have any success stories, or better yet, failure stories, make sure to post them at the forums at revision3.com/scamschool. Any questions or suggestions for scams, write me directly at brian@revision3.com. And don't forget, next episode we have a very special guest. Mistress Manners will be here to talk about hooker etiquette. Until next time, I'm gonna get a drink. Let's hear it for the folks who sneak us just one beer even after last call. GoDaddy.com. Keep your personal information away from spammers, hackers, and your crazy ex-roommates. Private domain registration from GoDaddy.com protects your privacy by keeping your address, phone number, and more out of the public database.
GoDaddy recently started registering .ca domain names. Some restrictions apply. See site for details. Enter code SCAM3 when you check out and get your domain for only $6.95. Some restrictions apply. See site for details. Get your piece of the internet at GoDaddy.com. Catch me in your hometown. Now you can get live updates about Scam School meetups, follow my tour schedule, and join live online practice sessions by following me, that's Brian Brushwood, on Twitter. Head over to twitter.com/Schwood and click on the follow button. That's SHWOOD. We'll see you guys online.